There we go. All right. Hello and welcome back to ESO Vvardenfell. Last time we did a few awesome quests. We delivered the mushroom spores that would eventually help Vvardenfell, the guy that lives in Telfear. We did a quest where we helped free an Argonian from slavery by basically proving that she was a competent mage who now works for the Telvanni, and we actually had to meet Mistress Thorana in person before she went crazy. During our adventures, we also sort of went farther along the main quest line, and we basically had to go to the Cave of the Incarnate, gather a few pieces of evidence of failed incarnates beforehand, and prove Cholada that he wasn't the Nerevarine. So we went to Scar, the place in Eldraune, and basically had these pieces of evidence to hand, and basically be like, so you're way too arrogant and full of yourself, and you want to start a war, and not take wise counsel. All these things go against being an Nerevarine. So we had to find the right scroll for all the evidences. And then basically what we're trying to do now in the main quest is we're trying to create a device that'll interrupt Sun-Ra, the staff that Chodala's using to basically drain the divine energy from Vec. So yeah, it's been pretty cool actually, just seeing the landscape and the different stuff, and seeing characters before, or knowing what they'll become in Morrowind. In fact, we actually met, I don't remember her first name, but we met who eventually becomes the Quara clan leader of vampires. Which is crazy. She worked for Barlazar, the mage, the tonal dwarven mage that we're working with right now. She was his assistant, and apparently her brother was turned into a vampire in the from the Bernay clan. So we know that eventually, I guess she gets stricken with vampirism and creates her own clan of vampires to basically still go against the Bernay clan, even though she's no longer human. I mean, frickin' A. Knowing where that's gonna go is absolutely wild. So yeah, I did find out a few things last time. Oh yeah, we got our bear. So this is our bear right here, which is pretty awesome. I think he was basically our big thing. Oh yeah, we also got the stamina version of the Shulk spell. So now they do poison damage as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that immensely. And yeah, I figured out something. So check this out. In your menus at the top, there's one called Collections. This is where you find all of your appearances and mementos and mounts and stuff like that. So I found my tessellated Gwar that I had from my previous character. We also have the Dwarven War Dog, which we can put up. It's a non-combat pet, so it just follows you around. So probably not going to put that up there. But there's also ones for, what was it? Not appearance. Or was it appearance? Costumes, yeah. So we got the this one from a Dwarven crate pack yesterday, which we were wearing a little bit. And then we actually got this, the Austere Warden outfit, from pre-ordering Vvardenfell. So that looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to run with that for a little while. It's just a costume, really. It doesn't improve anything. It just makes us look awesome. So that's the plan. But it's great because now I can just, have a friggin' Gwar to ride on, which is great. So yeah, I think what we're going to do today is we're going to start off, I do know that E3 is going on, I think it's Microsoft right now. But I'm still going to do my thing. People can always bring up a new window and whatnot. But let me see here. Last time, I'm not going to start with a main quest. We did find a little bit of a different quest. So I think it's this one, Planting Misinformation, I believe. Or one of these. I can't quite remember. Basically, we went to, there's hideouts for thieves. I forget their actual name, but let me see here. Is that on the map? Yeah, they're fences. But they're basically these hideouts that you can fence your goods in, which is pretty cool. So let me just check out our quests here. Okay, no, not that one. Armature. See the Farmer's Blessing. It must be... I think it's one of these. There's like a special like faction, I guess, or it's not really a faction, but like these dudes who can give daily quests. So why don't we do this then? Alright, so let's see where we need to go. Alright, so it looks like we can get some more information from that guy. Or we can place unintelligible instructions or place misleading notes. Let's go check that guy out then. Oh, and it looks like... Oh, hey, what's that? Equipment crafting writs? What are these? Horvek gives greetings, Mastercraft, Wait You City. We offer all new craft. Okay. Read the fine print. Okay, continue reading. Alright, so basically there's like the crafting quests. Now I did find out last time that here is the woodworking station. Now I don't think I can really do anything because I don't really have any yew or hickory. I guess I just don't recognize it quite yet, so it's gonna take a while before we can like make our own bow. Like we need sanded maple, and if I really want to be good at this, I have to make like this maple bow, which is gonna take a little bit. But yeah, so we got that, which is pretty cool. All right, anyway, let's head in and get some more information from this guy before we head out. So, second floor. It's always a bit crazy trying to follow quests in these cantons. When I was playing Morrowind, it used to drive me up a wall. Because one of the problems is, I know most of them aren't even built yet, but in Morrowind they all look the same, and if you were just looking at the building itself, you couldn't tell if you were in St. Dylan, like Saint, like something else, the Redrun like place. Like, it was pretty wild. Alright, so it looks like we need to talk to you.
Are you the misinformant sent by the temple? The more we wait, the closer those bandits get to succeeding.
Okay. I would like more information before I enter Zain Sepul.
I would personally love to put an arrow through the skull of every single bandit in that cave, but I've been told this case needs finesse. Plant the notes without the bandits noticing, and we should be able to keep them preoccupied for a while yet.
Alright, what's so special about these notes?
Just some gibberish the temple came up with. They contain enough technical terms to appear legitimate, but say nothing that's actually going to help the Moonsugar's growth. It should keep the bandits trying and trying with no success.
Okay. Why aren't the authorities clearing out the bandits?
Too much risk, too much trouble. Better to simply confuse the Swits. We can keep them occupied, cooped up in their cave, and stop contraband from invading our shores. The more they fail to grow Moonsugar, the more determined they seem to get.
Okay, cool. So we're basically going to give them a false how-to guide on how to grow Moonsugar, but it's going to be totally wrong. We confuse the hell out of them. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so let me head to... Gotta head down first. Go to a way shrine most likely and see where we need to go on the map. It's interesting, we have 2 quests involving Moonsugar. Where's the staircase? Oh shit. I thought it was over here, right? Ah, here we are. Damn. Oh, actually it's over here, my bad. There we go. Oh, it's so nice having a mount. Wow. Okay, so where do we need to go for this one? Oh, looks like... Okay. So we need to obtain the notes and then place the misleading notes. Okay, looks like we're just gonna have to go from Satan and go north. Hello. How come? Look. Hey Jadis, how's it going? Good to see you. Wait, what? No, that's not what I want. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So it's giving me two options here. I see. I was not understanding that for a second, but interesting. So if there's multiple things, you can do that. Cool. Alright, there's a quest over here, and I feel like I should do it since I'm here. I never found a bucket for this area, but, I think now that I have enough money, I'll buy it. There's basically, like, this Argonian, someone's trying to figure out who turned off the lighthouse in Saint Denis. So, I need to buy, like, something in here.
I hear that the house guard broke.
Alright, so let me see here. I need to buy this. At the beginning of the game, I didn't even have 30 gold. So I was like, I'm gonna find it myself. Okay, cool.
Is that for Cherish's water?
Oh yeah, Jadis? Awesome. But yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, it's funny because, yeah, there's not as many houses here, but the trade house is still here, and some of the houses. Oh, hey, look, there's
Who are you looking at?
There's a sky shard. Oh, no freaking way. Look where the sky shard is. It's the barrel where you get, the magical ring. Oh my gosh, let me head through there. That's too funny. Here's the census office. This is where you steal everything. Oh my gosh, fantastic. You know, in true fashion, of course, you have to. Oops, press the wrong button. You do need to steal everything. Oh, wait, I can't pick these up. Oh man, that looked like something cool to pick up there. You can pick that up, and what? There's an apple and some bread. I don't think Fargoth's alive, really. There we go. Cool though. Basically, these are like the places of power. Ooh, I can steal these. Give me a second. Yeah, they're like the places of power where basically if you gain a certain amount, it's like a free point. Rawhide belt. Ooh. That's interesting. I'll need to launder that, I believe. Cool. That's very cool that it's in the same place that Fargoth's ring would be. Gotta be on the lookout for those giant spires of light. Alright, so let's return to this lady over here who's looking for that weird bucket of salt water.
Would you be so kind as to move along? You're disrupting.
Oh, let me see here. I've got to do something with, I guess it's a quest item? Yeah, here we are. Water collected from a place with a sea and swamp. Okay.
Ah, that feels much better.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Now that's the proper way to ask a question. As a matter of fact, I did notice someone near the lighthouse that night.
Alright, who did you see near the lighthouse that night?
You keep asking the wrong question.
Yeah,
I did not see anyone that night. I felt them. They made ripples in the water. I felt them stuck by the tree that overlooks my pond. Then they moved off towards the lighthouse. Look to the tree, moist one.
So she wanted me to pour the bucket on her. I didn't realize that that's what needed to happen. I know. She's very strange. Alright. And he never bothered to check out the tree.
I prefer my waters to remain still, calm. Prying causes ripples, and ripples lead to more dry questions.
Yeah, she's certainly weird. Yeah, she really likes water. Alright, here, wait, let me switch my quest. Oh, wait, it's this tree right over here.
Ah,
Your shrouding of the lighthouse proved a great boon to our holy plans. We led the pirate ship into the rocks and freed those unjustly imprisoned. The drugged guards slept through it all, just as we ordained. Do not be concerned over loss of life. The innocent survived and the wicked perished. Look upon your reward included in the message and be at peace. You shall know us by this phrase. The ending of the words is Almsvi. Cool. Ask the townsfolk about Almsvi.
Would you be so kind as to move along? You're disrupting the current.
Alright, let me ask her.
Talk of gods makes my scales itch. If the living gods really cared, they wouldn't make me suffer. Now take your religious foolishness and peddle it someplace else.
Okay. Let's see if anybody knows what we're talking about here. Let's talk to you.
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my armpits in problems today.
Alright, the ending of the words is Almsvi.
Really, Outlander, it's commendable that you're trying to learn our ways, but the words of the Tribunal just sound silly when you say them like that. I suggest you stick to sightseeing and leave the religion to us.
Okay. Looks like everybody else is in a building. Let me check the census office.
An outlander. I can never seem to get enough of your kind here. You're welcome in Vvardenfell, of course. Just obey the laws and refrain from causing trouble, and you'll get along just fine.
Alright, the ending of the words is Almsvi.
What? What did you say? I suggest you leave now before I set the guards upon you.
Okay. What about you?
Despite all the excitement around the recent shipwreck, I'm in here, guarding the governor's office. I suppose someone might want to steal a quill or a stack of parchment, but still, my talents are clearly being wasted.
Nice, that's a reference to the first game, or for Morrowind. Because you would literally actually steal quills and parchment. Alright, the ending of the words is Almsvi.
Word of advice. Don't mention anything about the tribunal to the governor. He's not happy with some recent rules and regulations that have come down from on high.
Okay, so nothing from those guys. Alright, looks like we only have a couple things left. Sea salt grocery.
If you're traveling north and west, watch out for Ashlanders. House Redoran says they're savages. North and east, that's House Telvanni territory. They're crazy old wizards, the lot of them. And slavers to boot. Either way you go, watch yourself.
Alright, the ending of the words is Almsvi.
That's a good one. That tribunal nonsense is almost as funny as some of the things I heard in Hrothgar. Say, if you want to get together later, I know a couple of body stories that I'd love to share.
Okay. Interesting. An orc grocer. Alright, we've got an inn over here. The Saucy Nix. House Telvanni is a lot of wild wizards, though, you gotta say. And as an Argonian, it's not the best place to be.
House Redoran controls the west, and House Telvanni holds sway over the east. Me, I'm the master of this cooking pot. Oh, what a sorry life this is.
Alright, the ending of the words is Almsvi.
That's something to do with the tribunal, isn't it? I'm sorry, but I really try not to pay too much attention to the Dark Elves and their strange religion.
Okay. Nothing to be gained there. At least he's the master of something, right? Alright, looks like we can talk to you.
Welcome to our shop. Feel free to look around.
Telvanni equals Mushroom Kingdom. It's definitely part of it, I'd say. Ending of the words is Almsvi.
Keep it down. We don't want to attract undue attention. But what happened? I thought I was supposed to go to the drop. You didn't come all this way just to give me my reward, did you?
I have your reward.
Already? Let me see. Oh, it's beautiful. I love working for the Tribunal. It's so much better than trying to earn a living as a thief in Vivec City. But where's your helmet? I've never seen an Ordinator out of uniform before.
An Ordinator had you sabotage the lighthouse?
Oh, right. We're not supposed to talk about Ordinators in the Tribunal in such a public place. But it feels good to be doing holy work for a change. And such a simple task, snuffing out the lighthouse flame. I mean, see is the ending of words.
Yeah, I haven't actually met any House Halalu. Is that a house that doesn't exist yet in the Second Era? I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, how'd you get past the guards?
Oh, that was easy. I put a sleeping draught in the ale they ordered
should,
for Watch
okay.
Captain Bethes's birthday. The guards were unconscious within the hour. I hope I can be of service again. For the Tribunal.
Yeah, like, I know it's a great house. Yeah, it's kind of weird, though, because you notice the other two guys said West is owned by Redder and East is owned by Telvanni. So yeah, I haven't heard a lot of Halalu mentioned. All right. Let me switch my quest because I'm currently doing another quest here. Let me see. We got a crafting quest? Oh, yeah, that's true. Let me see here. Breaking through the fog, here we go. Oh, true that, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Empire's up to nowadays. Alright. Whoa. A small elephant. Cool. Yeah, we should see if we can, meet Neloth. Where is Neloth? I mean, Telvanni's usually this region. I can't remember where he is exactly. We'll come across it, though, probably.
Unfortunately, the wreck of the vessel provided no additional clues. Were you able to discover anything during your investigation?
Maurice Rathano says the Tribunal hired her to extinguish the lighthouse lamp.
The young woman who works with the grocer. I doubt the Tribunal would ask her to do something so reckless. Do you have any proof other than her word?
Yeah, he's in his tower, yeah. In fact, it looks like what is going to be Telfir is some sort of high-level dungeon. Alright, I found this note in a hollow tree along with a ruby that was her payment.
This is disturbing. This parchment feels just like the sheets that Governor O'Melian's special orders from High Rock. I'm going to need you to acquire another sample from the Governor's office. It's the only way to be certain.
Alright, you want me to steal a paper from the Governor's office?
Not the office. He keeps it in his private quarters, accessed through the guardhouse. But I'd never suggest that you sneak into his quarters and steal a blank sheet of his special parchment. That would be against the law. Do you understand me?
Alright, I understand. I'll get another sheet of parchment from the Governor's private quarters. Alright. So steal the... okay. Let's try to steal it ourselves. I've been sort of practicing my sneakiness with this character. There we go. I'm in a restricted area. Oh cool, there's hiding spots. Just in case there's like a guard that comes through. Sweet, I got an Ordinator helmet. Anything else? Bug hammer. Wow. It's worth a lot of money. Unfinished report. I appreciate your concern, Overseer. My ship made an exhaustive sweep of the coastline and Firemoth Island and found no evidence of slavery activity. The shipwreck was an unfortunate accident, nothing more. As for another matter, I must entreat. What do we got? Simple abacus. It's worth a decent amount. Blank parchment sheet. Got it. 5 gold. Alchemy bottle. What else we have? Flint. I'll take it. Anything else? Don't want to go too crazy. Probably want to leave soon after this. There's something on top of the cabinet, although it might just be decoration. Alright, let's head out. Before I get caught. I'm not sure if my bear is going to give me away. That'd be very awful. Ooh, garnet necklace. Ooh, yeah. What else we got? Water and pestle. Cool. Nice, I like how they do sneaking in this game. Very cool. Awesome. Read the unfinished report. Oh, it's a quest item. I can't wear it, darn. Where's the... Wait, what? Huh. Where did it go? Read the unfinished report. Wait, it says it's still in here? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Alright, I guess it's not something you have to pick up. You have to read it while you're in the office? Let me check that again. It's a little confusing. I thought I read... Oh, did I read stuff out of order? I think I read it out of order. I read that, then read that. Okay, gotcha. That was a little weird. How's it cool? How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, we're passing by Seydanine, and I'm actually doing a quest here. Apparently, Ordinators wanted us, or hired somebody to snuff out the lighthouse, and the ship that crashed was actually a slaving ship. So they freed a lot of Argonians.
Back again? So tell me, you didn't do anything unlawful now, did you?
Here's the parchment. Also, there's a report that Firemoth Island was free of slaver activity.
That's odd. We haven't done a search of Firemoth Island since Governor O'Melian declared that the House Guard was better used patrolling farther up the coast. And these parchment sheets definitely match. This is very disturbing.
Do you think the governor is working with the slavers?
What I think doesn't matter. We need evidence. But we also need to launch a rescue. Slavery is illegal in Pact territory. It's time to visit Firemoth Island. Hopefully, somewhere along the way, we'll find more proof of Governor O'Melian's ties to all of this.
Ooh, you know what? That's right. Actually, so in the Second Era, there are, yeah, in the Second Era, basically Molag Bal attacks, and is trying to drag Tamriel into his realm. And there's different pacts made by, it's like 3 factions of races. And Argonians, Nords, and Dark Elves are the Ebonheart Pact. And I think part of the pact, like, part of the negotiations was that Argonians would no longer be in slavery. Now it's coming back to me. Found this ordinator helm in the governor's quarters. Marie said she spoke to an ordinator.
You fool! The governor might miss a single sheet of blank parchment, but his dead son's helmet? There's no way I can overlook this breach of the law.
I can put the helmet back where I found it.
No, too risky. My only option is to make this appear to be a common burglary. Your role in this affair ends here. You're under arrest.
You're going to arrest me. I was helping you.
Try not to mention that when the guards haul you away. I'm sorry, but you'll be better off in a cell until all this is over.
Wow, but what if I... Wow. Wow.
Almsevi is the ending of words. Stay quiet. Picking the lock is enough noise. I saw you in chains. They said you burgled the governor's quarters. I bet he's crooked, isn't he? No time to talk. Everyone saw a distress signal and rushed off to Firemoth Island. That's where the heretics must be. Go now! Almsevi is the ending of words.
She turned her back pretty fast. Right, here, let me check something. Oh, holy shit, Columnaza's online. Damn. I haven't seen him in a while. Holy shit, he's level 630. Fucking A. Okay. Boat to Firemoth Island. I thought I could keep the helmet. I should have dropped it if that's the case. Shit, now I have to be more careful when I steal. Apparently. Damn. Now I think, wasn't Firemoth Island, like, it was a DLC for Morrowind, basically. It was like this small little add-on that they added. As well as a few thick pieces of armor. I don't know if I've ever done the Firemoth quests. No, I don't think I ever have. I usually forget about it. I'll do that in my next playthrough. But yeah, this is I guess supposed to be the first quest, like side quest that you're supposed to do. Since we were going by Seydanine, I figured we might as well do it. Yeah, and then we're doing a sort of a daily quest that we got a few days ago, which was basically we're giving misleading instructions to moon sugar growers to basically stall them from actually harvesting and growing moon sugar properly. Yeah, the governor was helping the slavers. Yeah. Now I heard like a small yell, so seems like the game's loading. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I do remember sometimes the loading times can be a bit strange if you're loading in like an entirely new landscape. I remember that from the from my previous adventures. Once it is loaded, it's fine, but it's just one of those strange things. So like if I was to go like all the way to the other end of the map and go to like some like Redguard town or something like that, it would take a while to load. Forgot about that. Like I can definitely hear people in the background. But yeah, basically the way that I'm treating the ESO that I'm playing right now, I'm treating it as like a preview, because even going over like some of the skills that I have, it hits on one of the things that bothers me about MMOs, is that when it comes down to it, and this is for some, not all, but there are some MMOs where it's a huge grind for a very small amount of skills. So like, if you'll notice, I just got the ultimate ability for my animal companions, which was like 12. 30's the next rank, and then like 40's the next rank, and it takes forever to bring those up. So we're gonna treat this as like a 5-part preview, because I don't know. I'd rather have more spells to work with that you get at regular consistency rather than spending 5 hours to get a morphed skill that you've already had. Of course, it makes things more rewarding once you, you know, start farming and, you know, getting the skills that you want, but it's one of those things, like, it's like, you have the same skills, the only changes that happen eventually is that, like, maybe they'll change color. Yeah, Chad. Huh. It's taking its time. I wonder if I lost anything, because I had a bunch of stolen items. I'll have to check my inventory. I might have had my stolen items confiscated. Or unless they treat that as like the, this is what it's like to be arrested quest. I mean, you've seen well, I suppose I should learn from Morrowind, right? In Morrowind, if anybody saw you with an Ordinator helmet, they would arrest you too. So I guess I should have known. Friggin' A. I'm gonna try to relog, I think. Cause, yeah, right. In most other games, yeah, it works like that. Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm gonna try to exit out because I can hear the sound effects from the next area, but I'm not loading. So I'll try relogging in. Because it shouldn't take that long. They're yeah, right. They're pretty possessive about the Ordinary helmets. Friggin' A. There we go. That should be good. Hopefully. It is really cool seeing these Dunmer strongholds. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I was about to say. Alright, snacks on fear. Let's go. Alright, come on. Let's load it this time. There we go, okay. Is my bear with me? Okay, good. Oh, there's a slave down there. She's like a healer. Awesome, a healer warden.
I owe you one.
Awesome. Where to next? Looks like there's a few over here. Nice. And search for evidence is another thing we have to do while we're here. go. Got him. Gosh, those shulks are so nice. Alright, one more slave to rescue.
I can't believe it. Free.
Oh, actually, this might be the evidence I'm looking for. Captain's notes. If you can read this, make sure the rest of your crew hears this and understands. There's a Morag Tong writ with my name on it. I suspected our Confederate and Sadanine's feet have grown cold. Well, we'll deal with the Governor O'Melian and his treachery soon enough. And if I'm wrong about this, the Governor, if instead one of you hopes to advance your station by having me assassinated, then come and face me. The crew deserves an honorable leader, no backstabbing scum. Captain Svadstar. Oh, and let's check our... Oh, we still have them. Okay. So that must have been like a tutorial on being arrested. Alright, so I still have one more slave to save. Guess I'm gonna have to go inland. Ah, here we are.
Fan out! Burning!
Nice. Clifford here did a great job. Awesome. Bear got the kill. Got him.
I thought I was done for.
We'll have to go back to the fence at some point. Oh, someone's made an attack. Iron Maul. Oh, a two-handed mace. Cool. You don't see those too often. Alright, let's go back. Alright. Sweet. There we go. Where is she? Ah, over here. Oh, in the census office.
Your intervention on Firemoth Island was unexpected, but the slavers' captives are safe. Do you have anything else to report?
I found this note on the island.
So the governor hoped to use the Morag Tong to cover his tracks, but this note just adds to the evidence you've already uncovered. Well done. You have provided a great service to Sadanine. I'll take it from here.
Oh yeah, the part of the War Maiden set. I think the War Maiden set is technically light armor, but that's pretty cool. Awesome.
Governor.
Sergeant, where's Governor O'Melian? What happened here?
The governor struck me from behind and fled.
The governor seeks to escape justice. Up!
Oh, the governor is trying to escape justice. A skill point game. Wonderful. Sweet, alright, let's take it. Is that a zombie? Oh no, he's just walking weird. Alright, let me take a look here. So nothing too crazy to get here. Don't really want to do any bond with nature stuff. Nothing too crazy there. Don't know if I really want to do anything with green balance, technically. I just want to do more damage, pretty much. There are some very cool things that I can do. Alright, so let me see here. We could go with Volley, which could be pretty cool. Launch a multitude of arrows in the sky to rain down. Pretty cool. Let's check out our medium armor before we make any decisions here. Weapon critical rating. Could be nice. Could be nice. I'm looking forward to this. This one's pretty cool. But damn, that's gonna take a while to do. I think there's some racial abilities you can do too. Yeah, honestly, I'm not actually sure what to do here. Let's get volley, because volley is always a nice skill in general. Sweet. That'll be fun. Alright then, and oh yeah, let's also get our character. There we go, commit those points. We want a good stamina build. And we got the Governor's Ring. Sweet. So we have better magic recovery, better magic. Probably won't wear any of the other sets, but we did get this one yesterday, the Defilers, which is medium armor. Could be very nice. Alright, definitely gonna want to fence those at some point. Alright, anywho, let's complete the quest they were originally doing. Yeah, there we go, planting misinformation. Alright, I think we just have to head north, so let me just grab my, my Gwar here. Oh yeah, so basically we saved the people from Fire Island. They were just like tied up, and I had to like gank some people that were next to them. But yeah, basically we made it back. The governor did escape actually, but yeah, right now we're heading to another quest. We also leveled up, which is cool. Oh, is that this? Oh, we could do two birds with one stone. We tried to do this cave earlier, but it was actually pretty wild. I could give it another go. There's actually two quests to do here. I just have to make sure, this is one of those areas that, like, is tough to do unless you have a strategy for it, or if you have multiple people, it's better. But we do have our ultimate ability and our bear, so that should help. I'll probably be using my ultimate a little bit more since I am sort of doing this single-handedly. Yeah, so there's a few things we need to do here. We need to place some misleading information, and we also need to, like, poison their crops, I believe, for a Khajiit. Alright, so we need to go this way. Oh, this is the respawn point. Okay, never mind. I was wondering what the heck that was. There we go. But yeah, caves like this were not in Morrowind. Oh, nothing crazy. We just freed the slaves. They were just like next to some dudes, and we had to just like cut the ropes and free them. The governor did escape though, however. So right now we're heading into a cave and trying to put misleading directions and poison the crops of people trying to grow moon sugar. Alright, so I'm gonna try this. No, we had Morrowind caves, but not like this. This is a pretty sweet cave. Oh, that's freaking cool. Look at that. Oh, volley's wonderful. Oh, man. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, holy shit. Wow, that's gonna kick some ass. Sweet, sweet moon sugar. I've got to find a way to cripple people, though. That would go amazing with this build. I just have to figure out how to do it. I'm not sure if it's something that can be done. But I need some sort of crippling skill or something that slows them down. I'll take that. Could be good. Open the backpack. Yeah, I remember getting wrecked when we went in this cave at first. Oh gosh. Nice, animal companion increased to 13. Wonderful. Awesome. Bow increased to 10. Coffee in Morrowind? I think it's a smuggler's cave, so it's kind of one of those situations. Got it. Oh, that is so nice in combination. In fact, I think I might gonna let me try this. Gonna switch up volley to be the first one. Second, and we have our 2 animal skills here. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Oh, I guess we can head this way. There we go. Excellent. That works out really well. Oh, there's some dude hanging out. Go. Oh gosh. Friggin' cliff racers. Yeah, so my bear, yeah, exactly. Yeah, my bear's a permanent companion, actually. It's because of the Warden class. Let me show you. If we go to Animal Companions, the ultimate ability is that you have a giant bear. So yeah, that's basically our other thing. The ones that we summon are like the... Actually, you know what? Oh, when one of your animal companions is killed or unsummoned. Does that include these? Because that would be amazing. You'd basically be healed 630 each time you... probably not. That'd be nuts. Shit, this thing. There we go. Excellent. Hope we got some more people. Go. Oh, a black dart stalker. Oh gosh. Friggin' A. Nice. Looks like we gotta go over there. Oh gosh. Nice. It's pretty sweet. Hey, Faminator, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing some quests right now. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're trying to poison some moon sugar fields. Someone intervened and killed him. Nice. Is there something else nearby? Oh, it's a crab. Alright, what do we have here? This is some dude's notes. series of scribbles, charts, and stains cover the pages. First seed 15. Hjolnir found a fertile place. It was happenstance. This one just needed a place to rest his weary heels and eat a moon sugary meal. But as soon as I arrived, I smelled something fresh and loamy. Soil, rich, real soil, not the sour fungusy rock I see everybody else. Hallenir will do a thorough survey. This might be the place. Moons be praised. Zain Sepulu is perfect. Well, perhaps not perfect. There are many giant bugs that try to poke at Hjolnir's belly with their pointy noses. But it's like one's mother said, there's no sugar without challenge. Hallenir's will travel the same mean. I'm sure to find someone who can help. Oh shit, I'm under attack. Oh yeah, certainly, yeah. I'm no, like, public speaker or anything like that. So yes. Alright, let's see here. Alright, necklace. It's one of those things that you try to correct, but honestly, like, whatever. I've been good, yeah. I'm actually really enjoying ESO. We're doing sort of like a 5-part preview, basically, of this game. And then, basically, Darkest Dungeon's coming out. So we're probably going to be changing to a different series. Yeah, Pumpkin and Daisy doing great, yeah. Oh, gosh. Nobody there. Alright, so let's place the unintelligible instructions. Okay. Now I have to place the misleading notes. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon, yeah, it's got a new DLC coming out. So, we're going to be basically doing a whole new series because so many things have changed since I've last played. Alright, sweet. Looks like we gotta put something else over this way? There are some people doing some crazy things. Oh, you're running back to like where you originally were. Gosh, I love the volley skill though. Holy crap. Go. You had a cat named Caesar? Awesome. Alright, let me see here. Ooh, anything we need here? Weather journal? Okay. Bitter green. Alright. Find this little place. That is the corpse of a very large thing. Okay, so place the misleading notes. And sugar toxin. That's something we need for a different quest. And then poison the crop is something else that we have to do. That was the Khajiit who basically wanted us to poison the crops because they took his cave. Hey, Saber. Did I say hi? I think I did. But how's it going? Alright, let me see here. lot of dudes. Holy crap. Yes, yes, yes. I'm having an interview soon, so gotta switch to the nice, clean-shaven face. Gosh, why are these things are going crazy? What are they doing? I'm gonna use my ultimate move. Oh yeah. Now let's take some things here. Oh, it means that Saberwolf's a mod on my channel. Oh, it's not here. Can I go up here? Skyrim jumping? No? Hey, there we go. Let's poison the crop. Let's do it. Alright, awesome. Did 2 quests in 1 while we were here. Great. Just have to get the heck out. It's a really large cave, isn't it? It's pretty wild. Yeah, caves weren't this expansive in Morrowind. I can only assume between now and like the 3rd era, like huge cave collapses occurred. Anything in these crates? We're good. Oh, totally out of stamina there. There's trouble with the stamina build when you try to do that. Oh, did it just teleport behind me? Alright, sweet. I think, what, we'll head to Seydenine first? Just to hand in that quest with that, Khajiit. And then, I think the other guys in Vvardenfell will wait to hand that in later. Or, well, I came up here for this specifically. We'll see if there's anything in the region, because part of the main quest is we have to gather some dwarven materials. So we'll try to do that.
Sarah, a moment, please.
Oh, who are you?
You made it. Good. We have a great deal to talk about in a short period of time.
Alright, where is Gjalnir?
In a clearing to the southeast, but that can wait. I trust you've seen what Hallendir and I were growing in there.
I do, yeah.
In its raw form. It's a crude narcotic, but if you refine it, it becomes something truly odious. Skooma.
Well, let me put this. I have a YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel is basically just used for reposting my past stuff. So I don't make content unique to YouTube. I just basically transfer my stuff over. But let me see here. That should give you the link. That you have to spell it right first, of course. And put the exclamation mark in front of it. There we go. Thank you. Let's just fail 100 times over.
You made it. Good. In a clearing to the southeast.
But yeah, I basically repost the, just in case people miss the streams and stuff, they can watch it on YouTube.
In its raw form. It's a crude narcotic.
Alright, if you ate
I had to be
skooma.
sure he could do it. Moon sugar is temperamental. No one's been able to grow it here in Vvardenfell. Until Hallendir. I need you to take the notes you found to Captain Bethis in Seyda Neen. Tell him everything. He'll handle the rest.
Okay, why can't you tell him yourself?
It's complicated. I was a member of House Redwin's Narcotics Oath Bureau. I made some very serious mistakes. If I brought this tip to Captain Bethis, he would ignore me. But he has no reason to distrust you. Please, do this for me, Sarah.
What makes skooma so dangerous?
If you'd ever taken it, you'd know. Skooma is a powerful hallucinogen. Addictive, deadly, and cheap. Lethal overdoses are routine in Morrowind. Once it's got its hooks in you, you'll do anything to get it. Steal, rape, kill, whatever.
Damn. Alright. Let me take a look at my journal here, because we've got a few things going. So that one, I believe... Yeah, we just go back to Vivek for that. Let's switch the quest over. Okay. So it looks like I have 2 options here? Oh no, I don't. Okay. That'd be interesting too. I mean, I'd like to see a new landscape, but that'd be interesting too. It is one of those things like I've heard one of the bigger complaints, strangely enough, about the Vvardenfell expansion is that it's too closely designed to the original Morrowind, which is pretty funny because that's actually the whole goal. But like, it's one of these things where if people know Vvardenfell well enough, they see a very little difference. They don't see anything new. But whatever. Oh yeah, the Bethesda E3 is gonna come out later. Now, didn't that lady say to report him? I have to speak with them. 6 a.m. where you are? Yeah, it's 12 where we are. What the hell kind of time is that? Yeah, people always complain though, right? Friggin' A. It's too close to the original Morrowind, I know where everything is. I mean, isn't that the whole point? That it's like a faithful recreation? And then what you do is you see the differences, like the fact that some places aren't built, some places are even more extravagant, like Balmora. Like, holy crap.
You are kind to check up on Hallingier, but this one is fine. Again, thank you.
The charging sign next to my name. I'll have to see. Nah. I don't know. I feel like I'm better commentating games rather than commentating over someone else who's commentating. Right, exactly, Jadis, exactly. Alright, so Furla's not coming. She was an undercover agent. She urged me to inform you on your, inform on you to the authorities.
What? How could she? Why would she do that? Hallingier is no threat to anyone.
Skooma is no threat?
Skooma? No. Hallingier does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such a thing, would you?
You really don't intend to distribute? That was a huge crop.
Hey, Hallingier has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlefar's gift to all Khajiit. Is the pursuit of pleasure really so bad?
I guess we're gonna lie. I feel like he's definitely gonna do some moon sugar.
Hallingier is glad you agree. This one just needs to gather his belongings, then he will be on his way.
I'm snitching on him. Alright, but were you saying the charging next to my name? don't know what you're talking about, Ozzy. Oh, next to Bacora's. Oh, that's Twitch Turbo. Okay, I see what you're saying. Alright, so let's snitch him to the captain. Moon sugar's one thing, skoom's a whole different friggin' thing. We're snitching.
I think you've seen all that Said Neen has to offer, Outlander. I suggest you go and visit another of our fine cities.
A Khajiit named Hollandier is growing moon sugar at Zain Sapulu. Here's the proof.
Hollandier? I thought him a clueless sugar sop. If he's managed to grow moon sugar here in Vvardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The Tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander. Take this as your reward.
Hey Wessel, how's it going? I know, right? Friggin' A. I have an interview Thursday, so I had to shave. Friggin' A. Not my first choice, but whatever. Alright, let's complete the quest.
Did you need something else? A skooma baron you'd like to report, perhaps? No? Then move along.
Falura Ulveth discovered Hollangier's activities.
Falura? That skooma fiend can barely put her trousers on straight, let alone conduct an investigation like this. You must be mistaken.
Yeah, so that's how it's working. Here's the current schedule. The thing is, I hate that Alt-Tab gets you out of the conversation. That's really
Did you need
not
something
cool,
else?
man.
Falura? That skooma fiend can
But
barely
anyway,
put her trousers
if
on
someone
straight,
could type
let
in
alone conduct an
schedule,
investigation
it'll
like
show
this.
you.
You must be mistaken.
But basically, we're doing like I'm calling it a 5-part preview of ESO. So I don't intend to do a full series, although we could come back to it. And thank you, Wessel. But yeah, we might come back to it at some point, but like I've got Darkest Dungeon is coming June 19th, and I want to make that a series. So basically, this weekend and next weekend we'll be doing ESO, just to check it out a little bit more, and then June 19th we'll sort of be doing a dual series of Witcher 3 and Darkest Dungeon. All right, no, she told me about her indiscretions. She was hoping this might help her make amends.
Difficult to say. If I had my way, she'd be hanging from the nearest tree. I'll pass it on to my contacts in the Oath Bureau. I will be honest, though, her chances are very slim.
Okay, just wanted to make him aware of that. Cool, let's head back to Vivek then. Hand in that other quest, and then we'll continue the main quest. Here we go. I think I have a few things to sell. I know, right, Wessel? What?
Robbery and murder.
What the hell did Bethesda do to get like such a shitty time slot? Like it's 12 a.m. where I am. I got shit to do tomorrow, but I guess fuck everything, because apparently I've got to stay up till 12 at night. Really, you'd think a garnet necklace would at least be worth 1 coin. Increase maximum health. Yeah, you know, I'll replace that with the garnet ring I currently have. Don't need any of these, really. Darkest Dungeon did release last year, yeah, but they're coming out with the DLC expansion. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, so much in the game has changed since I'd last played. Right, yeah, exactly. And then if they announce something great, I won't be able to sleep at all. Friggin' A, right. Alright, so let me equip the other ring we have here. We'll replace the first garnet ring, because we don't really need magic. So it'll be nice to increase our health. Darkest... How do I explain what Darkest Dungeon is?
They said
Darkest Dungeon is a roguelike dungeon crawler that is extremely punishing, yet incredibly rewarding. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Alright, let me just drop off the runes in the bank and we should be ready to go.
You look a bit lost.
Also the crafting materials as well. You know, I've heard that Fallout 5's actually going to be in Missouri. I think it was one of those, voice actor leaks. That happen a lot for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason voice actors love to leak information. Wasn't it the guy who voices Deacon? I think it's the guy who voices Deacon. Yeah, that's what the next Fallout's gonna be. Yeah, apparently Deacon spoiled it. Yeah, New Orleans was also one for a little while. Oh, that's crafting certification. That's not what I'm here for. Planting misinformation. There we go. Totally the wrong place entirely. Right. Yeah, Coldzilla. That's some really crazy stuff. Heck, when I played, they didn't have the heart attack mechanic, and now they have that, which is absolutely wild. If you get over 200 stress, your dude just immediately, like, has a heart attack and is at death's door. Freaking crazy stuff.
I hope you're here to report your success. You can't afford to have Skooma invade Vvardenfell.
Alright, I planted the misleading notes.
Anything to stop Skooma from invading Vvardenfell is worthy of a reward. Hopefully one day we can stop this operation in its tracks, but for now, you've done a great deal to prevent these bandits from reaching their despicable goals.
Yeah, right, Feminair. But yeah, so basically the Hall of Justice basically can give you daily quests. So if I went there, I can gain like 2 quests a day from them, which is pretty wild. I feel like we have enough quests, but cool. Let me check out this this new thing we got here. A reward from from the completion of an exploratory quest. We've got Old Carapace and another War Maiden's hat. Oh, really? Yeah, it happens a lot, strangely enough. Alright, let me change the quest to Divine Intervention. I would like to find... Let me see here. There are a few things I need to fence, actually, so let me try to find that. I need to go to the Wasteworks. Oh, same thing happened to Farker, gotcha. Really, Feminator? Alright, so I need to, like, hop down here. Outlaw Refuge. Yeah, that'd be interesting, yeah. New and old factions collide. I'd like to see that in the next Fallout. Definitely. I'd like settlements to matter more as well. Sort of like strategically. Like, basically like there's almost like a land grab sort of situation where it's necessary to hold a settlement or something like that. I really like to see that. That way there's like 2 sides or a couple different sides and you have to like own the most land and you could completely wipe out another faction if you wanted to. You can do some pretty cool stuff. Alright, so let me see. I think I need to launder... Yeah, I want to launder the rawhide belt. And did I want to launder this? No, we're good there. I guess I'll get the flint. And then we'll sell the other ones. Awesome. Really, Wessel? Gotcha. Alright, so I guess it's better. Intricate's really hilarious because deconstructing it actually gives you a lot more stuff, which is strange. But okay, why not? Alright, let me see here. Is there someone who just... Okay, general goods. Alright, let's sell to you. And then we'll continue the main quest.
You think this lot is better?
Oh my gosh, friggin' A. Those are like, there was... It's funny, Wesley, you mentioned that, is there were games in the past, they don't do that, this as much anymore, but there were games in the past that, like, warned you if you were playing for more than, like, 2 hours at a time and, like, would advise you to take a break and go outside. Like, there was some really funny stuff like that. Imagine playing a game, and then, like, you get, like, this pop-up, and it advises you to save the game because you're wasting too much of your life. Holy shit. You've been playing for the past 6 hours. What is wrong with you? Alright. So we have to get Nezcheleft opponent, one from... Okay, so where's the closest dwarven ruin? We'll have to figure that out. Okay. Okay, so one's over here. One's way the F up there. One's over here. Alright. That'll be the closest for right now. I think we can always take Silt Striders. Alright, let's hop on our Gwar. We want to head to that one. Oh yeah, totally Faminator. Yeah, it's all up to what's going on. No, yeah, probably the worst like life wasting thing is definitely, yeah, like waiting in a doctor's office and like all like traffic, like those sorts of things. Oh really, Wessel? Awesome. Awesome. I'm definitely gonna want to check that out at some point. That and Witcher 1 might be a playthrough we do as well. We'll have to see. People have sort of been back and forth on that one. I haven't really gotten a straight answer of like, you should definitely do this. There's a lot of people who have said some very strange stuff I wasn't prepared for. There was some of my stream who said, instead of playing Witcher 1, you should just watch a YouTube series. It's like, wow. Wait, what, Ozzy? Seriously? I think I'm still gonna play it. Yes, the combat's different. Makes sense. Oh, I was gonna get the killing blow. Whoa, what is your spear there? Also, you've got some sweet digs there. Alright, let me see here. Let's remove the thing here. Yeah, I need some more information about a live megalodon. I mean, there are some crazy things in the ocean, definitely. That'd be a new one to me, though. Oh, and make sure to ask permission to Link if you once you find it. Damn, really? Alright, so we gotta find some parts for a tonal dwarven piece of machinery that can counteract the effects of Sothasyl's divine draining artifact. There we go. Oh gosh, there's a dwarven centurion. Okay, well that's just... oh boy. I wonder if that guy's just like, nope! The guys that I've seen, they haven't actually completed the dungeon, they were just scared. Holy shit though, look at this area. That's wild. Got him. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's like, what exactly? 1 billion species that we haven't discovered yet in the ocean? Like, oh, frickin' A. Absolutely crazy stuff. There's the dwarven centurion. Dare we? Well, someone's helping out, so why not? Homespun sash, dwarven gear. These guys are like 26. Who's the other person? Frickin' A. I'll try fighting that again, because that was a little unfair. That guy's 400. That guy's level 400. Oh, I think I'm too far away or something. Yeah, you know, just your casual player, you know. just Saturdays. Level 400. No biggie. Seems like we're gonna have to go to some lower levels. I'm gonna head down this way. Oh, we don't do YouTube links. Oh, like Atlantis is under the Bermuda Triangle, right. Short answer, because I'm an attention whore and I'd rather you pay attention to me than watch a YouTube video. There's probably a more, like, correct way of phrasing it, but that's basically what it is. I completed the exploration? Really? Where's my bear at? There we go. Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed game does look nice. Yeah, I was there for the, I was watching at the time when they announced that. It was pretty cool. Wow, we're actually getting pretty hurt here. Here. Metro looks good too, yeah. I haven't played Metro before. I'll have to give it a shot. There we go, that's the thing we needed. Excellent. Oh jeez, I didn't even see that one in front of me. Gosh, oh, there's a dude behind me. Didn't even see that dude. Alright, let me see here. This place is pretty huge though. Yeah, they have Admiral. Yeah, there's been a lot of really excellent PlayStation games recently. Almost enough to make me get it. And then I was like, no, I'm alright. Yeah, they've definitely had some stronger games of recent. Lol, Ozzy. I like implied humor of sexual nature. You know, nothing graphically explained. Anywho, let me see here. So cool, we found that place. Let's see, we got a few more places to go to. Can I just... Oh wow, you just pay money to go to these areas. Didn't know that. God of Warrior Zoo Jam, nice. I've got to head to a fast travel point and then we'll try to get to the next area. Am I even close to where I need to be right now? Nope. Oh gosh, that thing was going crazy. It's still after me. IFM in here.
Kill this peddler of lies before it destroys us all!
I gotta say, if you did like ESO, then you should probably get this. I'd say it's worth it just for all the cool references and concept art for like the previous stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Pouches overflow with gold.
Gosh, I have to head this way. Oh, do you mean an ESO? If you're referring to the ESO community, I'm pretty tight-knit as a person, so like I wouldn't be able to tell you really. A lizard riding a lizard. Yes. It's cooler than a horse. Yeah, that makes sense, Avery. Really, you don't think guars are lizards? Yeah, I think the community's gotten a bit larger ever since then. Alright, let me see here. So, it'd be best for us... Let me see here. Yeah, maybe we could make a short... Yeah, we could make a shortcut across there. Let's do that. Oh, in the original Morrowind, they don't like lizards. Well, I mean, there's some very strange lizard-like things that aren't lizards. Like, technically, dinosaurs aren't lizards. So they could be more dinosaur-like than lizard. Oops, missed the point there. Really? That's weird, Faminator. Were they like one of those hardcore fans that's like, I don't want to hear anything negative about this game, banned? Some people get that way. Oh, there is one after me. Go. Someone else? Oh yeah. Nice, Avery, nice. I'd say it depends, Faminator. I'm not a huge fan of PvP, and probably that's one of the reasons why I don't. Although I guess if you are doing PvP, it's one of those things like you should be in a group, otherwise you're making a mistake. Oh hey, is that freaking Nirnroot? Cool. Huh, awesome. Yeah, same with me, Jadis. I much prefer PvE, especially group PvE. That's when I have the most fun. But some people, they love PvP in games. And hey, I say if you enjoy it, go for it. That's Faminator. That's probably a case of saltiness there. The guy probably has that happen to him a lot. Friggin' A. All right, so we want to head this way. Hey, Zombie Vader. Yeah, Zombie Vader. I was confused by the name too. Xbox One X. And then the next one will be Xbox Extra Large. Xbox with extra dip. Ooh, we're close. Nice. I guess 1x is Exel, I suppose, yeah. Was this a back entrance? Oh, look, it is. Cool. Or side, I suppose. Yeah, zombie. Lose weight and get the Xbox medium. More compact. Hi, Ozzy. Cool. Alright. Here's the next place we gotta get the Dwemer artifact for to create it's like a tonal interrupter. Nice chat, it's awesome. Alright, let me see here. Alright, anything to be gathered here? Dwemer jug. It's got a lockpick in it. Alright guys, alright wait, I gotta put a kibosh on this. We don't do console wars, it's sort of an unofficial rule in this channel. I know the Xbox thing just came out. I think the name's a little funny, but I don't want to go beyond that. Yeah, these are Dwemer ruins, yeah. The first time I've seen Dwemer ruins were in Morrowind. Although, I gotta say, they definitely did take more of the Skyrim style when it comes to the pipes and everything. The ones in Morrowind look slightly different. Yeah, this is the home of the Burn clan, yeah. Actually, the person that sends you here is going to eventually be the leader of the Quara clan, but she doesn't know it yet. Yeah, Burn clan, Archer and Reaver. Oh gosh, is that some dude behind? Oh, there's some other dude behind me. Oh gosh, there's a couple dudes behind me. Oh, freaking A. Ew, guts. What? No. Yeah, right. Yeah, I was impressed by that too. What else we got here? Lockpicks. I still need to learn how to use lockpicking. Disgusting, filthy vampires. I think the vampires were actually really cool in Morrowind, because basically it was like picking 3 different classes of vampires, which I really enjoyed. You could be a sneaky vampire, a mage vampire, or like a warrior vampire. It's pretty cool. Alright, let me see. Yeah, well, you can play as a vampire. Yeah, that's actually a thing in ESO. Well, you can't start off being a vampire. Oh shit. But yeah, basically it opens up a new skill line that is based off of vampires. I never actually became a vampire, but oh, in Morrowind. I mean, You didn't like it because of the fire weakness? That makes sense, yeah. Right, and that's the toughest thing, is dealing with the fact that you're a vampire and you always have to, like, upkeep your blood amount, or else, like, you're totally screwed. Got him. Sweet. What's this? Nari's notes. That depends. Dugan HDX. If you have friends that play this game, or that play this, definitely get this game. If you're a huge fan of Morrowind, get this game. But yeah, that's that. So that's what I have to say. I enjoy it. Yeah, true. Yeah, you can't really play the game as a vampire. Now that you mentioned that, Avery, yeah, you can't talk to most people. It's true. You basically play as a vampire for a little while, do vampire quests, and then you're like, well, I'm screwed. I can't do anything. Yeah. No, true that. But yeah, in Morrowind it was more punishing because you could barely meet anybody. Yeah. But it was pretty cool. In ESO I played as a werewolf for a while. Someone was nice enough to bite me. I was just like in like the werewolf contracting area. Alright. They call themselves the Burn Clan, the bastards. They got my brother, but they didn't get me. Oh, this is Quara, actually. Some of these horrors are nothing more than beasts, devouring life, blood, everyone they find. But some are curious creatures, curious about the constructs that still inhabit Golem Deus. And thank you for the follow, Dugan HDX. Thank you. Let me see here. Collecting control rods from some of the to use on others. Wherever the device is, it doesn't appear to be functioning correctly. They gesture at the mechanical spider and the creature came to life, but it doesn't always work as intended. Sometimes the controller spider wanders off on its own. Other times it attacks. I think they're trying to get it to unlock a component cache in the manufactory. I'm sure Balazar would want the component in the cache if I could get a hold of it, but the vampires are too strong for me to deal with. Alright. Dwemer belts. Crafting motif. Oh, interesting. Actually, that was really funny. When I was playing Skyrim, that threw me off. The whole companions thing. Because I was like, alright, how do you become a werewolf? Obviously, it's like really far away on like the other side of the map, because that's where werewolves would be. Nope, it's literally like the second town you go to.
It's treasure, dear brother.
Allow me, my sister. This pseudo-miserable construct
Okay. So I have to control these dwarven spiders. Golem Deus control rod. Okay, use the control rod on spiders. So what it basically has to, I have to control spiders to unlock this box. We'll be doing Witcher tomorrow, one called Blake. Let's see if this works. In fact, we'll be continuing the Gwent tournament tomorrow. Okay, looks like he didn't quite make it. Let's try this one. Apparently they can attack you, so I gotta be careful. Okay, that one is an enemy. It's pretty awesome. There's a lot of very interesting references. You actually meet like the head of the Quara clan before she's turned into a vampire. I had to do a delivery for Divath Fear to deliver some I had to deliver some mushrooms to him. What was something else I had to do? Oh, we met Mistress Thorana before she went crazy. Yeah. Actually, it was really funny. On Gwent Day, I got every card I could. I think the 4 cards that are left are the ones. Ooh, nice. The ones that are only available from the tournament. So yeah, we're doing the tournament. Inversion Conduit. Nice. Got the thing we needed. We got some vampires. I gotta find a way to, Oh, nice, I love that. Sweet. Yeah, I've gotta find a way to, wither people or something. I gained 3 skill points. Wait, what? Cyrodiil awaits. Now that you've reached level 10, you can enter the PvP stuff. Oh, gotcha. Oh, what have I been doing, Oh, did I just get a piece of mail? Oh, Cyrodiil awaits. Oh, gotcha. Oh, what have I been doing? I've been doing Blood and Wine stuff in Witcher 3. It's just Fridays is Gwent Day, where I basically spend the entire time trying to gather cards. It's a lot of fun, actually. Actually, before I do any of that, let me take a look. We got 3 skill points. Damn, alright, let me take a look here. Savage Beast. Activating an animal companion ability grants 2 ultimate. The effect has a cooldown of 8 seconds. Ooh, that could be interesting. We could use our ultimate a lot more often. That'd be pretty interesting, actually. I'm gonna actually, let's take a look here first. Green balance. Oh, living vines. Grow vines to embrace you or the lowest health. Oh no, that's a healing thing. Oh shit, it's healing. Let's head out of here first. All right. I'm looking forward to go back to The Witcher 3, though. Friggin' A, we've been doing some crazy quests. Gosh, I had so much trouble with the first guy that you fight in the tournament. That's all I could really get accomplished. That and collecting all the cards that were sort of miscellaneous. But holy crap, he directly he was the hard counter to my siege deck because he had the leader ability to basically destroy siege cards. It was basically like a Scorch for siege cards, so it was friggin' wild. And then I tried like 2 other decks that didn't work. And eventually I just got lucky that I had 2 different numbers. Whoa, what the hell is that? I got 2 different numbers of siege units, and he destroyed the higher ones, but I still kept the lower ones and then used my ability. That was pretty wild. Alright, so let me see here. Anything we can do for the bow? Not yet. We could do this. Oh, increases weapon critical rating. We could do some interesting stuff there. Cool. Fighters Guild stuff? Oh, that allows me to intimidate NPCs. Cool. There's racial skills too. Now we're fine there. I think we're gonna do dexterity to increase my weapon critical rating. And then same with the passive ability here, increases weapon critical rating. And they can also do long shots too. Gives you damage bonus of up to 6% against enemies at longer ranges. That'd be pretty nice. Although we do have Savage Beast, I think I might do that. Yeah, we'll do Savage Beast. Cool. Alright, so the next place we've got to go towards... Oh, there's a way shrine. Cool. We'll go to that way shrine, and then we'll head towards the last place we need to go. Let me, hell, there's Dwarven Centurion down there. Look at that. Let me get him. now. Oh, it's my favorite type of music? I'm a big fan of classic rock and dubstep. I have no idea where my bear is. There we go. Jeez. It's a tough one. Is there anything actually down here that he was guarding? Yeah, there was. Oh, gosh. Alright, let me attempt this. I have no idea how this works. It just seems to break all the time. Friggin' A. There's my bear. Friggin' A. Alright, let's head out of here. Let's grab my guar. Yeah, I don't know why lockpicking is timed. It's a very odd thing. I mean, hell, you don't really need a timer in this game. Things respawn so quickly. Like, you're putting yourself in danger anytime you go after a lock, really. Okay, let me just grab that. But yeah, I don't understand how it works. It seems like some of them can be put down all the way, and you could sometimes get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I knew how to do it in the past, but whatever. Tiny niches. There we go. Now we have to go all the way up there. I'm wondering... Let me go to Balmora and see if I can't get a Silt Strider. Actually, is the tower?
House Talvani still keeps slaves?
How will those lazy mages accomplish anything?
I have to go across the river anyway. I'm not sure that they did enlist her. Because ZeniMax is the real producer of this game. They just really used Bethesda's lore, although I guess they did use the resources of the people who sort of work with the Elder Scrolls in order to check with them and make sure things were good to go.
Look, if you want to travel by Silt Strider, you have to deal with the fact that it's a giant insect. Now, where can I take you?
Alright, where's your Silt Strider travel to?
My Silt Strider can take you to either Nisus or Vivek City. Ride smooth, and my creature's as gentle as a midday breeze.
Games that I'm hyped for? I mean, I did see, well, the new Metro looks pretty freaking sweet. I'm a huge fan of post-apocalyptic stuff, and I really haven't done the Metro story, so I might get into that at some point, coming up to when it's released. Let's go to Gnesis. And, I'm not like a huge Assassin's Creed fan, like I just haven't played them in the past, but like, the new one looks pretty freaking sweet. Oh, nice looking Gnesis.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Gnesis is sweet. Alright, looks like we gotta head up the road here.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine.
I think it's called, Assassin's Creed Origins? And the other one's, what, Metro Exodus. You know, I don't know where... I've been finding these temples, or really ruins, and it's kind of weird. Normally you can go inside these in Morrowind, but they seem to be sealed. But I can get, like, these tomb plaques, and I'm wondering if, like, there's a quest there has to be a quest involved. Oh, hey, a sky shard. Oh, sweet, you get another point out of this. Awesome. Nice, gained 1 ability point. Anything good to spend it on yet? I might save it. We could do long shots or something like that, but I think we're good for now. Oh, we could do dexterity too. Ooh, jeez. That'd be kind of insane. Increase the critical rating. Don't know what it actually means exactly. Oh, you're not a fan that they went so far back in time for the Assassin's Creed Origins. It is definitely strange when you have a series that sort of breaks the sort of linear line that they've been going on, but, no, I can understand that. I know at some point, probably, the Elder Scrolls is going to go back in time, and it's going to throw a couple of people off, but yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it'd be cool if Metro was open world. That'd be awesome. Anything we can grab here? Oh, it's a centipede. Right, that's always the trouble in Lister. That when you're making so many parts to a series that you just continually jump the shark. Yeah. Gotta be careful of that. Alright. There's a note here. Snorfin's notes. Alright, I'm pretty sure that there's a component that Crazy Barzar once locked in the dwarven chest at the center of Arkenfunk's final chamber. The active furnace vents are a problem though. Every time I try to get close to the chest, the fire burns and keeps me back. Looks like I need to figure out how to close the furnace, release the vents. The furnace release vents. Now, if those damn constructs and the damn ghosts will leave me alone for a few moments, I'll be able to work this out. Seems to be 3 valve controls connected to the vents. Should be simple enough to use the valves to close the vents so I can open the chest. Oh, yeah, well, right, yeah, of course. At this point, most other news about, like, games that have been announced from E3 is going to be purely speculative from literally everybody. Let me see. Anything good to pick from here? Nord lanterns? Picks. I don't think we need that. There we go. Don't know, Ozzy. Don't know. Oh yeah? Cool. Alright, let me see here. Oh gosh, what the hell was that? Oh, I think he attacked like a small bug or something. That freaked me out for a second. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we have to shut off the valves to stop the thing from being on fire. I like how technically the guy over there did the puzzle, but it looks like he's opening like a frickin' thing that's still on fire. Okay, I think I have to go there pretty quickly, or else it's just gonna fire up again. There we go, we got it. Let's get Barlazar the components. They're so shiny. Shit. Oh yeah? Feral Guardian increased to rank 2. Nice. I like how he even did like a little roar there, like he was freaking ready to go. So let's see how fast we regenerate the stuff for our ultimate. Wow, that was freaking weird. Oh, cool. All right. It's pretty soon after. Nice. Right in Lister. I know. Me and Saberwolf had a big conversation in our talk show about dungeon puzzles, and there are games that are great for dungeon puzzles like Myst and Legend of Grimrock, but most of the time you're better off just having the dungeon be incredibly dangerous due to mechanical traps rather than actually having just the obligatory dungeon puzzle. Alright, so let's see here. Gotta make our way all the way back there. Okay, we'll still be here, Ozzy. Alright, let me grab this. Actually, one of these pawns around here is where you meet up with that lady who tricks you into a highway robbery. I do have to find out what are these tomb rubbings? A rubbing containing a clue to help locate the lost library of Endel. Wait, what? Can I not read it? I guess if you collect them all, you get like a special treasure location? Hmm. Gosh, a lot of these things around. Hey, they're everywhere. Nisus is a very crazy place. Lots of bridges and caverns and stone archways. Pretty wild place. Alright, should be getting closer now. I think I want a different path. Oh, here we are. Oh, is that like a smaller Silt Strider?
For the 80th time, help is on the way.
Oh, it's a Silt Hopper.
I've received assurances from
Cool.
House Redarin. They will handle
I
this
like
trouble
that.
in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hand out of the mine and he'd work with her.
That would be crazy in Lister. Yeah. Play Witcher 3 without a mini-map and without the sense glow.
I've received assurances from House Redarin. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hand out of the mine, and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobana.
But yeah, you can kind of see, look, that's a silt strider carapace. That's where its legs would be, that's where its eyes are, and they hollow out the carapace and use it as a home. Pretty wild stuff. Yeah, and those are options in Lister, which is pretty wild. Alright, let me see here.
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business.
What's going on in the mine?
Some of our egg hands have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redoran should be arriving any minute to, you know, survey.
So you've trapped these sick egg hens in the mine?
Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redoran will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. I have other matters to attend to.
Alright, I'll talk to that guy. Cool. We'll have another quest there at some point. There we go. I'll have to see how this works. I guess true that in Lister. Yeah, having a non-voice protagonist like in Mist and Grimrock do make things a little bit more difficult. There were definitely some puzzles in Legend of Grimrock I would have not been able to solve unless chat had a fresh perspective. Totally true. But I still enjoy Legend of Grimrock immensely. At some point I have to do Legend of Grimrock 1 because I haven't streamed that yet. I've played it before but I haven't streamed it. Alright. Hilariously, I remember I was playing Legend of Grimrock 1 and I was on like this huge road trip. And basically everybody in the back seat with me was like really like freaking like invested, and they're like, wait, maybe it's this, and they're all in the back seat going like this and trying to figure out the next step to do in Legend of Grimrock. It was hilarious.
Have you only just arrived, or is this your returning?
Alright, here we are.
Always keep the cogs and pistons in line.
There we go. Got him.
Ah, I remember. The components for the tonal inverter. Were you able to acquire them?
Yes, I recovered the science generator, the inversion conduit, and the manual clockwork shaft.
Impressive. I thought I'd never see you again. That's what usually happens when I employ hirelings to acquire rare and exotic items from dangerous locations. Well, the great gear doesn't dawdle, neither do I. Hand them over and I'll get to work.
Sometimes in Lister. Sometimes it is useful for like the character's summation and can just like, you know, edict memory for like something they had in the beginning of the game. But yeah, sometimes it does get crazy. I can understand that. That's why in Legend of Grimrock I always keep a notepad open to write stuff down, because that helps me a lot later on. All right, here are the items you requested. Sweet.
One tonal inverter coming up.
So this thing should reverse the effects of
explode. Almost done.
Sun Ra, the staff that's draining Vex divine power. Right. Tonal inverter. Cool. Talk to Ozar.
Do you like it, my latest creation? I call it the tonal inverter. Did I mention that already? No matter. It should counteract Sotha Seal's modified staff, at least momentarily. I assume you know how to use this, correct?
No, I don't know how to use the tonal inverter.
Of course you don't. I just invented it. Honestly. You won't use it anyway, not if you plan to fight the one who wields Sotha Seal's staff. Almost impossible to operate the tonal inverter while also engaged in battle. It's too cumbersome.
Let me see. So how do I use it to counteract Sunara?
The Sunara? The Blessed Staff? I suppose the name fits. Sort of. You'll need someone to assist you. Someone you trust. Oh, not me. Too busy. Too fragile. But using the tonal inverter is definitely a two-person activity.
Is the tonal inverter hard to use?
Easy as scrib jelly pie. One person operates the controls to generate the sound waves. When it reaches the proper pitch, you activate the inverter and discharge its energy to disrupt Sunara's power. Temporarily. Here, I wrote you instructions.
Alright. Cool. Let's go back to the Archcan. Let them know we got the tonal inverter created. Actually, you know what's funny? I just realized something. Earlier on, we tried to steal an Ordinator's helmet. Why do I need an Ordinator's helmet when I have a giant Argonian frill on my head? It's basically the same thing. But without wearing a helmet. Plus, I got a skull on my face. I mean, how cool is that? Yeah, I do have a helmet on. I just have like it's a thing in multiplayer games where like you want to show your uniqueness, I suppose, and so what you can do is you can actually like hide the helmet. I'm also wearing a costume right now. Yeah, like Lego hair, right. Of course, that's another thing in video games, right? Friggin' A. That would be interesting if Lego ever picked up the Elder Scrolls. Interchangeable Argonian frills. Dink! And just like pull it off and then put on another helmet. Friggin' A. Please, no. Alright, let me see here. Alright, let me stop by the bank and sell a few things again, and then we should be ready to go. Well, somebody's doing some crazy shit over there.
I could give you a song.
Alright, let me see here. Put away that. Boiled carapace. What is this? Learn how to make Dwemer belts required. Rank 9 of the metalworking, tailoring, and woodperking. Okay. Use it to add to your lore library. It's a crafting motif. Dwemer belts. It seems pretty cool, I guess. These are like furniture that you can build, so I'm kind of like, what? Dwemer equipment. Let me see, and I can't put these away. Husband sash? No, we're good there. There's obsidian. Sweet.
I am a...
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sell these. Oh, you know, it doesn't sell for anything, so... you know, I might as well read it. Gotcha. I can't even read it yet.
Oh, don't mind the big chunk.
Gosh, I'm gonna run out of a bank space. Friggin' A. That's not gonna be good. A lot of stuff in that bank is from my previous character, the level 44 Dragon Knight. The bank is some kind of shit. I guess if you look at it that way, it doesn't have a lot of storage space. Some of the banks are a lot bigger.
Your presence defiles the city, Ashlander. How dare you demand to see our god?
I'm here to help. If you won't listen to me, listen to the Outlander.
Thank the three. The Outlander has returned. Was Barrowzal able to help us?
There we go.
Pay no attention to this Ashlander. She's been blathering on about Lord Vivek's condition and how she can help. But I'm certain it's a trick of some sort. I was just about to have her thrown out of the city. Or possibly tossed to the slaughterfish.
That's Seren, Charlotta's sister. She helped me in Alderun.
I know who she is. I still don't trust her, and I refuse to let her anywhere near Lord Vivek. Who knows what an Ashlander would do while the warrior poet is in such a fragile state?
I need your help. It's gonna take 2 of us to operate Barlazar's tonal inverter.
A tonal what now? Well, since I can't go with you, or with Lord Vivek requiring my undivided attention, I suppose we'll have to let the Ashlander assist you. Very well. Take her and defeat Chodala. Then bring me his staff so we can restore Vivek.
Alright, soon Ra will still be in our hands. Alright, talk to Seren.
If that old idiot is what passes for a tribunal leader, it's no wonder the houses are in such disarray. No time to dwell on that, though. I found my brother, and it's worse than I feared. Chodala's quest for power has led him down a dark path.
What do you mean, a dark path?
Chodala and his most loyal followers have taken refuge in a ruin called Kaushtarari. It's an ancient shrine devoted to the Daedric prince Malakath. I think my brother plans to ask the god of curses to help him.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I've got a device that should counter Sun Ra, but I'll need your help to use it.
It will allow us to stop Chodala? Then of course I'll help you. Since the Tribunal's dogs took my weapons, I'll need to replace them. Meet me at the ruins when you're ready.
Alright, I'll see you at, Karushtararari. However you're supposed to pronounce that. I know, right, Lister? I mean, he's obviously a bad guy, right?
Right here.
It's a little bit of an unfortunate name. It's kind of like your main antagonist being called Dick Face. Or no, sorry. It's Dick Face. You'd hate, if you had that name, you'd hate everybody. Right. Alright, so let me see here. This is gonna take us to, is it gonna be, oh no, it's over here. Alright, looks like the closest place is Sadrith Mora. That way. Spun all the way around, only to find that this is the direction I need to go. Wonderful. Now actually, because I'm an Argonian, I actually swim faster. I have a racial ability to do so. It's pretty friggin' sweet. Amphibian. Increases experience gain with restoration staves, and increases your swimming speed by 50%. What are the other ones? Resist, nice. Increase max health, and poison resistance and disease resistance. And Quick Mend. Increases your healing done and healing received by 1%. Cool. Still waiting on a few upgrades here, I'm thinking. I'd really like... Let me see here. I'd really like something that can hamper people's movement. That's one thing I could really use. Swarm would be very interesting. It's gonna take a while to get that though. Anything with the bow that can like make them limp or something? That'd be the best. Could do dexterity another round, but I'm alright. We'll save my skill for something else then. Broken boat. All right. Is this the... Not sure if that's the Shrine of Malakath. There's a Shrine of Malakath, maybe it is this one. The one with the Helm of Odin Bear Claw. I'm not sure if it's this one though. This region has the Malakath Shrine as well as the Molag Bal Shrine, I think is around here as well. I think that's the Molag Bal Shrine. No, the Malakath one's up this way, I believe, for the Helm of Odin Bear Claw. Alright. Let's go.
Here we are, on the Furious One's bloody doorstep, preparing to enter a Daedric ruin to try to stop my brother's march toward power. I hope that device you mentioned really can counter the invulnerability granted by the staff, Sunara.
Alright, take this, it's a tonal inverter. It should disrupt the staff's power for a short amount of time.
Well, that's larger than I expected, but it looks simple enough to operate. I suppose it's better that I work the device. I'm not sure I'm capable of attacking Chodola. He's still my brother, no matter how dangerous his beliefs have become.
Alright, take a look at these instructions. They explain how to use the tonal inverter.
I'll help you counter the effects of Sunara. Maybe once we neutralize it, Chodola will listen to reason. I know that's probably just wishful thinking. I'll settle for finding out who tempted Chodola with that damn staff.
Alright, cool. Let's do it. Alright. That little thing down there called Malakath, the weak and vengeful god, and the friggin' monk of Malakath in me just wanted to like friggin' Hulk out. Let me see here. Okay, let's get a volley on him. Oh, you dodged my shit. Damn. There we go. At some point I should probably increase my healing stuff. Got him.
Over there! Those red exiles. They've been slaughtered.
Okay.
Chodola, he's gone mad. Sought to make a deal with a Daedric prince.
What happened here?
Chodola appealed to Malakath, but the god of curses rebuked him. Killed us all. Said Chodola already served another.
Where can we find Chodola?
He went deeper into the ruins, into Malakath's shrine.
Ooh, frickin' A. Got him. Danger bench.
These creatures, they don't belong to Malakath. Another prince's power is at work here.
Malakath. I am the Nerevarine.
Chodala, brother, stop this madness.
You bring this outlander to kill me, sister? You can't harm me! I have a powerful patron on my side.
The staff protects him. You can't hurt him until we use the tonal inverter. I need a moment to get this working.
What is that? No matter. You are no longer worth my time.
Oh shit.
Stop him! I serve the Prince of Bargains. I'm busy while I finish this.
Go. Get a volley off. Oh, there we go.
The tonal inverter is ready. Stand in the field and focus the wave.
Okay, use X. There we go. Nice.
My protective shield! What have you done? I'll destroy all of you for this!
Damn. Let's try that again. Was not prepared for that. Back up a tiny bit. Might be a bit too much for me. We'll have to see. He just keeps going. Oh, darn. If I can just dodge the crazy things he's doing. Got him! Oh my gosh, friggin' A. That was tough.
We've dealt with the false Nerevarine, just as you commanded.
What did you miss? We defeated Chodala! So, you were actually right on time for that. That wasn't too bad. I was expecting to be a little bit tougher than that. But I guess we did die. He had some tough moves there. One thing I noticed is because I'm a stamina build, dodge rolling is kind of expensive considering everything else I do uses stamina, but hopefully we'll find a way to combat that. But yes, I'm familiar with New Vegas. One of my favorite games actually.
That was harder than I expected. Chodala was so angry, so full of rage, not like himself at all. Still, I can't believe I helped kill my own brother.
We did what was necessary.
I know that. It was either Chodala or the lives of hundreds of Dunmer. All because he convinced himself he was the Nerevarine. Or someone convinced him. Either way, my brother is dead, and the Cavern of the Incarnate has another resident.
Wait, she's totally right. Oh my shit. Give me a second. Holy shit, it is! Oh my gosh. It's, Kanun Chodala. I thought his name sounded familiar. There he is in Morrowind. A Dunmer mage was a former Ashlander Ashcan who fought against the Akaviri during the Age of Morrowind. He was one of the failed incarnates in the Cavern of the Incarnate and give the Nerevarine his axe and his boots. Frickin' cool.
That was...
I know we should return to Vivec City.
It was... Take Sunara, and I'll meet you back in Vivec City. Your archcanon made it quite clear that the staff was the key to saving Vivec. I need to take care of my brother's remains. Then we'll be done here.
Alright. There we go. Let's return to Vivec's palace. Oh, that was... He also had an axe. Notice he was attacking me with an axe. I just realized that. Damn. That's wild. Friggin' A. That's wild. Oh, interesting, interesting. Cool, Aussie. Well, I mean, Caesar's Legion. I haven't really actually done the questline with Caesar's Legion yet in Fallout New Vegas. I've done everything else. But I guess Caesar is all about basically uniting everybody with force and culling the weak. I'd say that's more of a Brotherhood of Steel thing than anything. Even though they seem like the good guys, in Fallout 4 they take on a whole new, like, sort of way about them that's a little more sinister or just a little bit too determined. I guess the Institute might also be one way to look at it too, although they're not exactly a warring faction. Interesting thought, though. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Sleeps like a giant, a tower of stones.
Alright, let me see here. There we go. Alright, let's go back to Vivec then. Awesome.
I don't like the looks of that sky.
Okay. Vivec's private chambers. Oh gosh, he's really in some bad shape here.
Oh, this is terrible. Lord Vivec collapsed. Tell me, Outlander, were you able to defeat Chodola? Have you brought me his staff? I'm afraid Lord Vivec may not last much longer.
We defeated Chodola and brought back Sunara.
And just in time. According to my calculations, with every use of Sunara, Chodola drained more energy from Lord Vivec. It almost killed him. We can use the staff to save Vivec. Just plant it in the floor, and the power will return to him.
Alright, I'll plant Sunara on the floor and return Vivec's power to him. Alright. Right there.
It's working just as I expected.
What are you doing?
That doesn't look right.
It's killing him!
What did you expect? That's the point of all this, after all.
I've powered up the tonal inverter. Activate the wave!
Jeez. What? Who in the world is... Barbas?
I see it now, the Clockwork City. Look at what Barbas found for your master.
What? No fucking way. Holy shit. The whole time the Archcanon was Barbas, the dog companion of Clavicus Vile, the Daedric Prince. Yeah, Barbas is, yeah. The dog, yeah, you meet him in Skyrim, right. Friggin' A. Holy shit, the whole reason he did that was to find his way into the Clockwork City. Oh shit, this just got intense.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I approached the palace. I could feel it in my bones. I was on my way here when Azura showed me a vision. I saw Sunara killing Vivek. Even without Chodala, that damn staff is dangerous.
Frickin' A. Plot twist, I know, right? Archcanon seemed to know that Sunara wasn't going to help Lord Vivek.
I don't think that thing was ever the Archcanon. It called itself Barbas. As an Ashlander, I'm more familiar with Daedric lore than most of the elves of the Great Houses. Beyond that, I've made a study of the most prominent Daedric princes.
Why are the Daedra relevant to all this?
Because Barbas is a loyal servant of the Daedric prince, Clavicus Vile. I'm not an expert on the Prince of Bargains, but it seems to me that this was all part of some grand plan. Perhaps Vivek can explain things better than I can.
That makes sense. That makes sense. She did mention something about bargains, and he's the Prince of Bargains, friggin' A. He's like basically like the worst genie ever. Friggin' A. Let's talk to Vivek.
Azura's champion is correct. That was Barbas, faithful hound of Clavicus Vile, a shapeshifter. He killed the Archcanon, took his place. Chodala sought the seal's device, impersonating Tarvas. It was all part of some elaborate plan.
Plan? They tried to kill you.
That was simply a consequence. They needed tribunal energy to locate the Clockwork City. I was the easiest target. If Barbas enters Sotha Seal's city, disaster will follow. I appreciate your help, but I must conserve what remains of my energy.
Oh, look at that axe, damn. Alright, complete quest. That's wild. Is there war going on? I feel like something crazy's going on.
What happened here? Where's the Archcanon? Oh, by the three, Lord Vivek looks terrible. Where's Archcanon Tarvas? He always seems to know what to do in situations like this.
The Archcanon is really Barbas. He tricked us all, and now Vivek's energy is nearly depleted.
Barbas? The Daedric Hound? Wait, I don't understand any of this. But if Lord Vivek's energy has been depleted, then the Moonlit, Red Mountain... My gods! All of Vvardenfell is in danger!
There must be something we can do.
But if only there was a way to give Lord Vivek some energy... Wait! That's it! A blessing stone! Find the Overseer and retrieve another stone from the construction site. Oh, please, hurry. I've never seen Lord Vivek in such a desperate state.
Alright, I'll go to the Overseer and get another blessing stone.
I expect the Overseer's near the unfinished cantons, watching out for looters. When people panic, they're capable of anything. And with all the chaos going on outside, the Overseer closed the construction site. Get her key and bring back a stone.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I did level up. Nice. Any abilities to be upgraded? I think it's going to be a while, yeah. Although Feral Guardian might eventually upgrade, which would be nice. Is there something better I can do with fungal growth? Interesting. So... I think I'd rather have enchanted growth. Because I feel like a lot of stuff already consumes stamina, and I can actually use this to regain stamina. Yeah, because the new effect, targets gain stamina and magic regeneration. As opposed to cost stamina. Yeah, we want this one. Let's morph it for now. Sweet. Sweet, that should help us out. I knew at some point someone was going to betray us, but I did not think that was going to be...
Red Mountain.
That would...
It's erupting.
Oh shit, Red Mountain's exploding. Oh gosh. Oh, the moonlit fell a little bit more. Oh shit, it was way farther up in the air. No way. Oh, that makes so much sense. Holy shit, I was wondering, because you used to see that thing and it was much farther up in the sky. No way, it fell even further down when Vivek's energy was depleted. Holy shit. Fucking lore. Right, yeah, you can either kill Barbas and get the axe, or what was the other thing in Skyrim? Not sure. Let me get this quest going there. Divine Disaster, there we go. But yeah, you could either get the axe, or what was the other reward? Oh, it was Clavicle Vile's mask, wasn't it? Yeah.
Trust this one.
Let me check the map here. Oh, it's actually just right there. Friggin' A, though, that's absolutely nuts. Holy shit. So, basically, Vivek's energy has been being drained. We were tricked, and so his energy is basically being drained entirely.
Really scared.
The town's in panic because this is the moonlit. It was basically a moon tricked by Sheogorath to crash into this city. Vivek's using his last remaining power to stop it.
Aren't you afraid?
Friggin' A.
Shivers, where are you? Too dangerous.
What now?
My wife decides to run out and chase some damned looters in the middle of a disaster. Who does that sort of thing? You'd think Lord Vivek's overseer would have a clearer head.
The overseer, I need to find her for Lord Vivek.
She ran into the unfinished cantons. She's been beating herself up over the fact that they're behind schedule, but she won't do anyone any good if she gets herself killed. My wife's tough as nails, but she's no warrior.
What am I doing now? I'm trying to find, they call it a building stone? Or, actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, basically we have to find, it's kind of like part of Vivek's energy, so we're trying to return it to him. Alright, I'll find the overseer and make sure she's alright. Alright, let's go.
It won't hurt you, will you?
Oh, it's over. Okay, there's a bridge over there.
Get out of there!
Can we talk to this worker?
We barely got out of there alive. I can't believe the Overseer's still in there. What's she going to do when the Canton sinks into the bay?
The Overseer's still at the construction site?
Yes. The Overseer ran in there when she saw the looters. We tried to follow, but then the moonlit began raining fire, ash, and chunks of rock. Last I saw, she was chasing the looters into the far canton.
Alright, why would the looters risk their own lives?
Greed is a powerful motivator. We left tools and materials just sitting around, unprotected, when the priests ordered everyone to get off the streets. The looters happily risk their lives if there's a profit to be made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That person had a plague mask. Looter cutthroat. Is looting a looter against the rules? That's true, yeah, if she's an Argonian, she'll be fine.
No one steals from Lord Vivek.
There we go.
Another looter? You want a taste of my steel too? No, wait. I remember you. You borrowed one of our blessing stones. Well, the Archcanon returned it after Lord Vivek has finished with it, so no need to fret about that.
Alright, Lord Vivek needs to borrow the blessing stone again.
That's impossible. We installed the blessing stone back in its canton and finished construction on that section a short time ago. Wait a moment. Does this have something to do with the chunks of rock raining down on the city?
Let's just say it's vital that I get the blessing stone for Lord Vivek.
I suppose you're in luck then. We happen to have another blessing stone. It's at the 3rd canton. Here. This key will open the door to that portion of the construction site. Just watch out for more looters. And the rocks falling out of the sky.
Shit. Gotta head over here. Oh shit, she's like instantly dead. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful. Back up.
From the sides.
Hey, looters everywhere. Alright, let me see here. Oop, we need to go this way. Yes, yes. Actually, one of the reasons why Vvardenfell is like the reason why Red Mountain explodes is because basically Vivek. I think it's a little bit more complicated, but basically shortly after Morrowind, I'm not sure if Lord Vivek dies or just loses all of his power. But basically what happens is they create a new device because essentially that meteorite thing is going to destroy this city. And so they created this device, and I'm not sure who, I think maybe it was a Daedric Lord, but you would have to feed it a certain amount of souls in order to keep the thing still in the air. And then, like, near Skyrim, like when Skyrim, like, became like that time frame, they didn't have enough souls. There weren't people willing, and so instead the thing crashed into Vivec, and the shockwave caused Red Mountain to explode and cover the whole Vvardenfell in ash. Pretty freaking wild. Yeah, I think maybe a Daedric Lord was involved in creating the machine that kept the moonlit in the sky without Vivec's aid.
Lord Vivec, don't let us die!
And it's all Sheogorath's fault, which is hilarious. You wouldn't think Sheogorath would be that powerful, but he tricked the moon.
It sounds like the city is falling apart out there, so there isn't much time.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Sheogorath and Barbas together basically destroyed this town.
Well,
Barbas was a lesser part, I
blessing
suppose.
stone. We need to restore some of Lord Vivec's energy before the moonlit falls out of the sky.
Alright, I retrieve the blessing stone.
Perfect. I can feel Lord Vivec's essence inside it. I hope I remember how to do this. You'd better stand back, just in case.
Alright.
Hang on, Lord Vivec.
Sweet energy, like a sip of water for a thirsty man.
Oh, hold on. This guy was doing the previous part of the quest, which is why we're seeing him in shackles on the floor. Oh boy.
Oh, thank the three. Lord Vivec looks better already. Of course, the Blessing Stone is only a temporary measure. We still need to determine what to do about Barbas and the stolen energy.
I'm ready to do whatever I can.
As Lord Vivec has written, the bravest heart never falters. You are truly Vivec's champion. I didn't know if the Blessing Stone was going to work, but I appreciate your help. Now go and talk to Lord Vivec. I'm sure he has a plan to share with us.
All right.
Outlander, my time grows short.
Now let's talk to him.
Clarity emerges, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Barbas must have replaced the archcannon weeks ago. All to set the wheels in motion to steal my divine energy.
I went through a lot of trouble just to steal your divine energy.
Every move has a purpose. Stealing my energy sowed discord and disaster throughout the land, and ultimately revealed the location of the Clockwork City. If Barbas and his master can bypass the wards and enter Sothasil's domain.
This has been all a ploy to find the Clockwork City?
Clavicus Vile distracted me, weakened me, all to locate the Clockwork City. Perhaps we require a Daedra, to fight a Daedra. Azura's champion, Seren, in Archcannon's office. Seek guidance from her patron. But hurry, my time grows short.
Alright, I'll find Seren and see if Azura can help us. Alright, Divine Restoration. Yeah, after the 5-episode preview I'm going to do for ESO, basically it'll be today, and then we'll do Saturday and Sunday next week. But Darkest Dungeon, the new expansion's coming out, and so I'm gonna start Darkest Dungeon as like the series to replace this one. So I'll most likely change the schedule so that it's probably every other day. So like Witcher 3 Monday, or well, I guess it would be Darkest Dungeon Monday, Witcher 3 Tuesday, Darkest Dungeon Wednesday, Witcher 3 Thursday, Gwent Day. I'll work on it, but you get the idea. So nice having a Gwar.
Outlander, over here. I've been trying to find something that makes sense of all.
Mortal, the Lady of Twilight has words for you.
Sweet.
So Vivek deigns to ask for help? I foresaw such an event, but scarcely believed it. Listen well, for if you continue to perform flawlessly, we might yet thwart the efforts of Clavicus Vile and his hound, Barbas.
Alright, Lord Vivek said to ask you for guidance in this matter.
Just as I anticipated, the mysteries reveal that Barbas seeks to enter the Clockwork City. So far, Sotha Seal's wards have impeded him, but the Hound has Sunara. You must beat him to the prize, the reservoir that holds Vivek's stolen energy.
Do you know where the Clockwork City is located?
Such knowledge has been hidden even from me, mortal. But I know someone who can provide you with the means to travel to Sotha Seal's creation. Stand back, and I shall summon the Mage of Cogs and Gears.
So, this is actually pretty frickin' cool. The Clockwork City has never been officially created in Bethesda's games. It's been modded. Trainwiz actually made the Clockwork City, or, you know, in his sort of way, which was pretty friggin' sweet. It was basically like a really intelligently made puzzle dungeon with some very tough boss fights. Really cool stuff. But this, I guess, this is the first time it's going to be in a Bethesda game, which is going to be interesting. All right.
Interesting. That shouldn't have happened. Where in oblivion am I?
Mage, this mortal speaks with the authority of the Mother's Soul.
Oh, it's Balthazar.
Interesting. Summoned by a Daedric prince and her mortal mouthpiece. I was right in the middle of a crucial experiment. But I suppose I can spare a few clicks of the cogs for Azura and my erstwhile assistant. So, did you break the tonal inverter?
No, the tonal inverter worked fine. Azura wants you to help me get to the Clockwork City.
No, not going to happen. No offense to the Lady of Twilight, but Sotha Seal was quite adamant about keeping the place hidden and warded against the Daedra. Wait. Pistons fall into place. This concerns Sunara and Lord Vivek, I presume.
Yes, Barbas tricked us into draining Lord Vivek's divine energy.
Barbas? Another Daedra? Thinking. So Sotha Seal's forgotten tools modified to steal Vivek's energy, which in turn energized the Clockwork City. Lit it up like the top of Red Mountain. Even Vile's dog would be able to see that.
Alright, can you get me into the Clockwork City or not?
What is Barbas after? Wait. Gears click into place. The reservoir! You need to reach the reservoir that contains Vivek's stolen energy before Barbas. I can get us to the entrance in Set's vault, beneath the Mournhold Temple. Ready to go?
Holy shit, really? You're coming with me? Alright, let's go.
You'll need my help. I know the city almost as well as Sotha Seal. Follow me.
Sweet. So, Mournhold's actually in ESO because it's a part of Morrowind. But in the Morrowind game itself...
The Mother Soul has blessed us both, Outlander.
Oh, yeah. But in Morrowind, Mournhold was like another expansion. It's pretty cool.
The Hound used Sonora to get inside. We have to hurry. Daedra! Vile creatures of chaos. Deal with them, please.
It's kind of strange. I'm not exactly sure because it's not actually been part of any, oh gosh, what in the world? I accidentally dodge rolled. Whoops. But I'm not sure. It's never really been present in any game before. When I played the modded version, the mod created by TrainWiz, there were people that lived in the Clockwork City, those who basically loved tinkering and were devoted to Sothasyl's teachings, and some of them were actually kind of cyborg-like, where they would infuse themselves with mechanical features to improve themselves. So, a combination of people and cyborgs live in the city. So I skipped that whole entire fight for you, night. Alright, let me see here. Oh gosh. Got one down. Damn. There we go. Yeah, Elchis Priest. Yeah. He auto-hosts me a lot. I really appreciate it. Defeat the Clockwork Guardian. Aren't I just making the way a little bit easier to go to? I feel like this is another trick. Maybe not intentional, but I feel like it is another trick.
Amazing, isn't it? Such intricate work on something so small. Well, are you ready to go inside?
Wait, what? That's the... Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. That's Clockwork City. Oh, that's too... No freaking way. No freaking way. Oh my gosh. So in a cave in Mournhold, in miniature, is the Clockwork City. No freaking way.
Look at the
Alright, is that the Clockwork City? It's so small.
Precisely. Oh, I see your concern. Forgot you haven't been here before. Use the entrance and you'll shrink down and get drawn inside. I understand that some of So the Seal's first entry methods had unintended effects, but now it's perfectly safe.
Why is the Clockwork City inside a globe?
Where else would you put it? Besides, once we get inside, it's much bigger than it looks. My former master said that working in miniature enhanced his precision, and it made it much more convenient to hide away and store. Now, in you go.
Alright, let's go. Oh. Oh.
Over here. Don't let the hound see you.
Oh, my favorite goop has finally arrived!
You can talk to the Daedric dog if you want, and follow me into the maintenance junction.
Oh no way, I can talk to Barbas? Yeah, I have. And thanks for wording it that way. But yeah, I've done... Have I done every single ending for Fallout 4? I think I have. There's some factions I didn't work with in Far Harbor, and I haven't done the slave supporting side in Nuka World. But I've done... Well, actually, no. I've done the Brotherhood of Steel. I've done the Railroad. I've done the Institute, but I actually haven't done... yeah, I haven't done, what the hell is it called? The Preston Garvey method. Whatever the hell it is. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to do that. I just ate all my potions by accident. Let me see here. Should be quick slots? There we go. The Minutemen, thank you, yeah. I forgot for a moment. But yeah, I've done all those.
You may not believe this, but I really am happy to see you. I grew rather fond of you while I inhabited that dreadful dark elf form. Now you get to see me in all my glory. And soon, you'll be able to witness my greatest achievement.
And what achievement is that?
I'm going to bring my master's grandest plan ever to fruition. You'll be so proud of me. Just stay out of my way and enjoy the show. I promise it will be highly entertaining.
Your master's greatest plan?
Oh, yes, indeed. The grandest! My master and his partners seek to... Oh, no. Bad, Barbas. I almost gave away the surprise. Oh, you're a tricky one, you are. But my master will be so pleased that I stepped in and made his plan even better.
Why'd you go all the trouble just to get into Clockwork City?
My master has been trying to find this place for the longest time. He actually set the ball rolling. I saw an opportunity to improve his plan and make it better, so I took the initiative. This will get me back in my master's good graces, you'll see.
How long were you disguised as Tarvis?
Worried about the archcanon? The poor old man. He died in his sleep, all peaceful-like. I saw an opportunity and leapt right in. Stupid Vivek. He never even noticed. I was masterful in the role, though. Don't you agree? Nice chat, but I've got to run. I've got a barrel of Vivek energy to collect.
Wait, what? Oh, that's Dovafly. No, those are just